post. If you can't, I'm still going to read it anyway. Well, this one lady says, I'm gay, but I'm not gay enough to scissor or eat pussy. Someone responded with, you're not gay. You just want a woman to pleasure you because you can't find a man to do it right. Most likely because men use you in the same way you do women. And then the other slide is a meme, so I'm not going to show it. Fuck it. So here's the thing. First off, the first statement. I've said it before in unrelated terms. I've met and dated women who have literally said they're not gay. They just get their pussy eaten by women. I don't really even know how to really compute that. Like, literally one chick was disgusted by the idea of gay men. But she does let women eat her coochie. Like, but she's not gay. So it's okay. That's that. So, but then the response, let's get to that point. You're not gay. You just want a woman to pleasure you because you can't find a man to do it right. Most likely because men use you in the same way you do women. A lot of people who they skip that part. She said you can't find a man to do it right. Now in the comment section you will see that they are pretty much who said this. So it's just simply because men just suck in bed. That's simply it. Meanwhile, we have way too many incels to even like count that as a possible fact. Like, you're not even giving these dudes a chance. Then on top of that, with the dudes you do sleep with, you don't really stay with them long enough. Like, seriously, you don't really stay with them long enough. So the things that you're going to see in this comment section are like they're so biasly ready to say men suck, ignoring everything this lady said. And it's crazy because she only said 3 sentences. Oh wait, 1, 2. Yeah, she only said 3 sentences, and they ignored 2 of them. Let's get to the comments. She said, a lot of men don't know how to truly pleasure a woman if we're being honest. Again, either dudes are incels or they're straight out virgins. How are they supposed to be good at it? How? Explain that. Explain that to me. I'll say again something I said before. I've seen women argue online about the G-spot. If women are arguing where it is and if it exists, how the fuck do you expect random dudes you fucking at the club to know? Like, that shit crazy. Unpopular opinion. Women turn gay in their adult years to erase hypotic. I really don't care. It's not relevant to what we're talking about now. Since y'all don't want to be blunt here, I'll do it. Most men, for one, can't give a female an orgasm. We gotta fake it. Most men don't have sex for pleasing their partner. They do it for themselves only, which is selfish. Most men do not take their time and learn the woman's body to please it. Years of disappointment of men, unknowledgeable or willing, is making more women lean towards going to their own gender because at least we know what to do properly. I'm done. Okay, there's a lot of bullshit in this. It's insane. So let's go line by line. Oh my God, let's go line by line. We're gonna do the most. Skip the first one. Most men, for one, and your punctuations are horrible, man. I mean, that's coming from a C average student in English. You don't go most men and then put a period. That's not where period goes. Most men, for one, can't give a female an orgasm. Women gotta fake it. You don't have to fake it. You literally can tell the guy, "Hey, the way you're doing this, it's not hitting at all." Like that for me, you can, whatever nice way you want to figure out to say it, I don't. You reword it, but you can simply tell the guy, you kind of just went straight to bending me over in that position may work for others, but for me, not me, right? And then you can kind of tell them, here's what did get me off. I find it insane that y'all will go through all these whole phases only to still like not be willing to tell the guy what got you off the most. That shit crazy. That's retarded. That is fucking retarded. Then she says, most men, oh, she had it right that time. Most men, maybe that was an accident. I'll take it back. Most men don't have sex for pleasing their partner. They do it for themselves only, which is selfish. Okay, here's the problem. As I said to one dude, and we'll get there, I'm sure. If we live in a society which sex is frivolous, you cannot make this complaint. You cannot make this complaint. You cannot make this complaint. Why? Because if sex is frivolous as we all treat it, we're going to have encounters like this, countless of them, where people are just going for themselves. How do you not understand that? How? People are showing up and just fucking. That is it. That is all people are doing. So again, how do you expect for this random ass dude who's likely not gonna see you again to give that much of a fuck? He don't know you. He just sees you as a cum bucket. Y'all literally y'all used to be proud of this. Remember y'all make fun of it on Twitter that y'all are cum buckets and it's okay. Remember that? So how do you expect to be seen? It's mind-boggling. It is so fucking mind-boggling. You're okay with being objectified sexually when it's like you get to like talk shit, but then as soon as the results of it show up, it's like, when results of what I want. Oh, get over it. It's what you want. There's pros and cons to like almost everything. Deal with it. You chose this life. This life brought you this. Be happy. Most men do not take their time and learn the woman's body to please it. Again, why? Why? He has no reason to. None. Because the dudes that can just the dudes that can show up to the club and just take a chick home, you do understand that they can just show up to the club and take a chick home, right? Right? So when you are in this bed and you don't get off, and you're like, oh, I don't want to see this guy anymore. That wasn't the plan. That wasn't the plan. Trust me, if literally learning your body and doing all this, taking time, all that, if all that was like an actual requirement, first of all, y'all would move different. And secondly, that would require the dudes to then, move differently, particularly in favor of what you want, which is patience, right? But that's not what you prioritize. You prioritize simply what looks like is going to get you off, who talks like they're going to get you off, but then that's kind of it. Y'all don't really actually want to do the change or anything that is required for you to get what you want. You don't. Listen, I don't know how they did the study, but I'm going to cite it here anyway because I've heard it a million times. They said that couples who I think are Christian and like save themselves for marriage or some shit like that, or who are just flat out monogamous, show higher gratification with sex. Again, I don't know how they did the study. I'm not sure if they did it with each other in the room, which would be kind of self-defeating. But that is that. So you can take that with a grain of salt, and I understand if you do. The girl is right. Also, turning gay won't solve your problems. I dated a female who did me so wrong, it sent me back to the men in a basket with a bow. Hold up. I forgot this last one. Hold up. I really want to cue in on this last one. Years of disappointment of men unknowledgeable or unwillingness making more women lean towards going to their own gender because at least we know what to do properly. Fellas, or everybody, I need to know how Wouldn't this like literally be a double standard here? Wouldn't it? Like, what dude have you ever or can ever go, hoes wasn't sucking my dick right, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go to my mans and them. They know what to do. Like, how the fuck do you get to the point where they know what to do? How? How are you just like, after a bad dick appointment, you're like, you know what? I bet Shonda knows what to do. I bet she, like, how do you even get to that point? What would make you look at, like, another woman if you're not gay in the first place and go, I bet she can? So here's, again, this double standard thing. Y'all can no longer get upset when dudes start talking about body count. You can't. Because just like a dude can't go, hey, look, I really be wanting my dick sucked good, so I went to Jamal and he got me off real good. He can't do that. You can't get mad at the body count. All right? We're even. We're even. Here we are. This fucking guy. Let's see who he is. Of course he poses like that. He looks exactly like his poem that he wrote in the comment section. Oh my God. Now I lost the post. Here we go. He said, nigga really be forgetting sex ain't about them sometimes. It's about making sure you know how much you actually know her. If you don't learn her body, you lame. I don't blame females for going to another female sometimes, honestly. Y'all niggas really, I think you mean niggas, really need to put in the work and read her body language. The way she's moving, listen to the way she's breathing, watch her eyes and her leg muscles. I promise you it'll make a difference. If you just take your time and focus on her body while you're going at it, take your time and stop rushing to get your nut. You could get that shit easily, I guarantee you that. I guarantee you get that shit easily, but I guarantee that nut is going to feel much better after you see your girl orgasm. Shit just different. Then I responded with these 3 paragraphs that make sense in a monogamous society, in a non-monogamous society. And I meant exactly what I said earlier. When people out here just hoeing, it does not make sense that dude's just literally writing poems while they fucking, like this guy does, apparently. It doesn't make any sense. But this tells me, when I read this, I immediately understood this dude literally just took what he heard women say and just took it as fact. Straight up. Because, listen, niggas really be forgetting sex ain't about them sometimes. How the fuck do you know that? How do you know that? Like, unless women have told you that, you were fucking dudes. But I'm pretty sure you're going to say no. So that means you just heard what they said and took it as face value. And didn't look at any other reason why that may be the case at all. You just took it and ran with it, and now you're saying that every time you get a chance on social media. It's about making shorty know how much you actually know her. He said shawty. What is it, the image of the woman he has in his head when he's speaking like this, but then also uses the term shawty? Because shawty don't fit with the rest of this paragraph. It doesn't fit with the rest of this paragraph. If you read this paragraph in entirety like I did, you understand shawty, that doesn't, and he spelt it specifically that way. It doesn't fit the character the rest of this came from. So that tells he's just trying to put off some sort of, I real men, I do, like, that's all he's really doing. And we're going to revisit his profile to see if we can see some other shit. If you don't learn her body, you lame. How? How? Again, no context, nothing, no situation, none of that. Really. So a dude who just picks up on a chick just so he can fuck, immediately lame. But wouldn't that also mean that the woman who participated in is also lame? Unless you're saying that women can never read the room. Unless you're telling me women can never read a room, you're going to just assume that only the guy can be lame. I worded that horribly, but y'all get what I think I get what I mean. I don't blame females for going to another female sometimes, honestly. Why? Why don't you? Why? You don't think that instead of going to another female, maybe some self-discipline and trying to find a guy who, thinks like you will be the better option? But no, you want to sound like this with them fucking circular glasses on. That's the image you absolutely need. All right, I'll buy it. Y'all niggas need to put in the work and read her body language. Or, like I said, you can get into a committed relationship with someone who treats sex like this already. Again, you're expecting just some magical shit from some raggedy shit. The way we treat sex in society now is kind of raggedy. Hence, family court. Family court. Hence, Plan B. Hence, doing backflips because you can have an abortion. All this, we treat sex raggedy as hell. Now, I'm not saying let's change that, but I do need people to understand the consequences that come with that. You chose this. We all chose this. So live with it. You think, and another thing, do y'all really think women are the only people who are like having these unfulfilling sexual situations? You know how many times I done dropped the chick off at her sister's house and went, I guess I really need it. Like, it's like, look at dudes, like, once they get, the further they get from, like, 20, like, where they really need it, to how all of a sudden, what we're willing to do for it drops off a fucking cliff. Y'all gotta stop getting out of this idea that women are the only people who have these unfulfilling sexual situations. We treat sex the same way we treat food. We don't really like this. I just ate some KFC. Did I really like it? No. But did it feel the high? Yeah, sure. I'll still be hungry again later for some more bullshit, but it got me to that point, didn't it? All right. Where are we? The way she moving. Listen to the way she breathing. Watch her eyes and leg muscles. Okay, this is another thing that told me this was some bullshit. Because what he's saying, listen to and pay attention to, you're only going to get a reaction that you can really go off of if it's like already good. Like, think about what the picture he's trying to paint here. It only makes sense if it's already good. The rate she's breathing, right? What if she's breathing regular? Does that mean what you're doing is wrong and she's not going to get there? And she hasn't gotten there yet? No. So what the fuck? If her leg muscle isn't already twitching, does that mean you're not going to get there? No? Like at what point? You didn't even give a point. You're just trying to sound like some shit. I hate this. Some dude in the comment section said he was dirty macking. This is what he means. Like, it's very obvious that dudes like this are just trying to keep having image by just saying shit. Because there's no real way to know is what he's saying about paying attention to her body makes any sense unless you've already gotten there. If you have not yet gotten there, it's not automatic that you're doing it wrong. And what chick is there getting stroked with bad sex and it's just silent? and it's his fault. This is stupid. I promise you it'll make a difference if you just take your time and focus on her body while y'all going at it. So let's picture this, right? You can picture yourself or I don't know your favorite movie star or whatever. Just picture the scene, right? Does the dude who's paying attention to the woman's body look any different than the dude that's not? Like, the reaction has to be dramatic by default. So until then, how the fuck do you... Like, come on, bro. Come on. Again, when I say dramatic, I don't mean like she's like getting off like, but like I said, she has to be literally there just fucking paint dry, silent. For any dramatic of to be anything understandable to be noticed. Like I'm losing my words here, but y'all get the point. For like the 8th time, he says, take your time and stop rushing to get your nut. Unless you're on your way to work, who's rushing to get it? This is how you know it's some bullshit. Because and what point are you rushing to get it? Like, where are you going? So the only way this makes sense to me if they assume that every dude is showing up going, whew, all right, holla. What? If you are repeatedly, ladies, if you are repeatedly in that situation, that kind of should tell you about the lifestyle you are living and how you're going to continue to get that if you got that lifestyle. Like, seriously, do y'all really think you don't need to change a damn thing? That is literally insane. That is by definition the definition of insane. So you're insane. You think you can continue to live the exact same lifestyle, just complain, and then shit will change. Imagine leaving your keys in the car, running while you stop at the gas station, and time again somebody drive off with your shit, and you say, you niggas need to get your own job and stop stealing my car. Don't leave the keys in it. Do something different. But no. Keep being silent while it's happening. And then say nothing. But also continue to jump from partner to partner. Because that makes sense. You people are idiots. You are fucking idiots. You cannot wait to go, oh, men did wrong, that you didn't even pay attention to how goofy this shit sounded. Now, to correct anybody who I'm sure is going to try to make this point, am I trying to say at all that there aren't men who aren't to blame for any of this? Obviously not. Because everything I just said includes that group of guys. For intelligent people, y'all be stupid as fuck. We can literally include the guys that y'all talking about in the explanation. You know, I go, some men aren't bad. Dude, shut up. Yes, there are men who are bad. I'm going to go to the 30-minute mark. I'm going to read this only because it's all already there. He said, I wonder what pleasure they get out of rubbing cat together, LOL. Now, somebody clowned him for this, but, well, it looks like that. I didn't read the whole thing. But it's literally the same question. And it's not because you can't or don't please women, but it's because you don't have a vagina. You don't have it. You don't have a vagina. So of course you're not going to know what the feeling of rubbing clits together is. The best comparative you have to that is rubbing dicks together with another dude. And by default, you wouldn't want him to know that, right? So to clown him on this joke of a question is kind of moronic. But let's go ahead and read it. Bet you do. That just means you don't really please women. LOL, because if you did, you know exactly 99% of the time come from external stimulation, not penetration. You do realize this contradicts the very thing the other people said, like old boy who I just stopped reading. Because if that's the case, it wouldn't be stop rushing to get your nut and all this while y'all going at it. It would literally be at least a third of the responses. At least a minimum, a third would be eat her pussy. That would literally be the response of a third, 30% of the people would literally just say, yo, look, just eat her pussy. Like, just literally just do that part. If it's external. So stop continue to just say shit because fuck it. Oh, I don't think we talk enough about the sexualization and objectification of women by other faux lesbians women enough. You know, the ones who want relationships with men but want to sleep with and use women for their body and beauty with no intent to care for them as human being past sexually. I'm gonna heart that shit. Because y'all really make this a us problem? But y'all can for a damn show include y'all. Every time I watch a Kendra G video in the comment section really just be saying dudes, it's like women have the same beliefs too. But hey, it's only a man's problem. Only. Despite what the original poster said. This woman says she's gay, but not sexually. Why did the lady respond and say she's not being pleasured by a man sexually? Wouldn't a better response be that she's just attracted to women emotionally? Maybe. But not like really. I really don't. I'm trying to think of like maybe they meant like asexual or something. Like, but that can't be just towards women. Like, I really don't. That's a really difficult thing to. I'm not going to spend much time on it, so I'm going to just keep going. But I really don't know how to answer that part. I mean, maybe it could have been an alternate answer. Better, worse, I don't know. If he doesn't care about pleasing you, making you come, he don't care about you. For real. That sounds like a fair statement. Because it goes right along with what I'm already saying. It simply means it could be one, two, or maybe both. You live a lifestyle in which you go through men so regularly, it doesn't really matter what they do because you'll be going anyway. Or you kind of do the thing where you go up so far in the sexual bracket or hierarchy to the point to where you're just a masturbating object, which that has come up in topic a couple times, but for damn sure not enough. Like, because vagina can be currency, a lot of times women will use it for currency to be around a guy that they like, but will never like them back. And then this, I can guarantee you, I can all but guarantee you that this kind of it's kind of a regular thing, a very common thing. That a lot of the women who feel like men don't know how to pleasure women, a lot of it is because you are fucking dudes who just see you as like, all right, she'll be here and I don't give a fuck. Like, that's. Y'all ever see one of those videos on Instagram where they were joking around saying, yo, he literally got them back to back, where one chick could be leaving and another chick could be pulling up? Like, if this dude is desired to that degree, what are the chances of him giving a fuck about any of them coming back? if he can literally just order chicks like a fucking DoorDash appetizer. What are the don't the I'm not saying he won't or at all, but I'm saying the likeliness of it is not as likely as if he wouldn't be able to just cycle through them like that. Nah, whatever. That's why it's important to have the conversation because I'm not playing like that. As much as I enjoy fine dining, there's a lot to be fair. What? All right, that I don't feel like this is very relevant, but fuck it. Oh damn, I'm at the 30-minute mark. All right, well, all right, this last one since I seen it. Excuse me. Um, sheesh, folks out here sexually selfish and erotically entitled. Folks want great sex and they be amateurs. Please stop letting people practice on your body. Okay, that was actually very stupid. I'm sorry that I put you out through that. I forgot to go back to that dude and look at his profile again. Now remember how the way he made himself sound in that thing. And another thing, you see how he has father photographer style enthusiast? Just like the lady. Oh damn, I could be wrong. Fuck. Oh, that's his mom. Yay, so I get to win this argument that he's not having with me. But people who preach like this, obviously as you can see, he can't claim to not see women as objects himself. He can't. Because he's only a father. Oh damn it. Okay, fuck it, I gotta be wrong on that one. But y'all saw the point that I was trying to go with. But yes, 30-minute mark. Be right, not positive. I'm out.